All right, so do you record client phone calls for later review, especially when it involves important information on candidate requirements, negotiating compensation packages, etc.? Yes, I record a ton of calls. A ton of them.
Even this one, you're welcome, Church of Executive Search members.
Right? So yes, I do record calls. Now, I live in Illinois. Illinois is one of, I feel like, 37 states, 44 states. I don't know, it's not all of them. But the vast majority of all of the states in the United States say you can and you are allowed to record a call as long as one person knows it's being recorded. Well, I'm the one hitting the record button, so I certainly know it's being recorded.
That's different from eavesdropping, meaning that I can't set up a recording device in Tricia's office to overhear her calls and say that, at least one person knew it was me. I'm not involved in the conversation. But there are certainly states like California that says that both parties must be aware, which is why so many things start with this call may be recorded for quality purposes.
Right, so what I use to record is simply an app on my phone. And I'm going to pull it up for you because you're asking. Let me just look here. It is called Smart Recorder. I paid, I think, $2.99 for it.
Big spender.
Big spender. But it's a great, great little app. And I do it on my phone. But I have the advantage Jason and I do so much Google stuff. We're both Android users, and my phone actually holds a terabyte of space. So I don't have any problem.
Before sliding in an SD card.
Right, before my SD card, I have a terabyte on my phone. So I do all my recording on my phone, and I never ever run out of room.
All right, something else to consider with that. I think that an iPhone is a great device. I know that there are some people who are like, oh, Android. You know what? We use flagship phones because you don't get a cheap phone that has a terabyte of storage on there. But if you're using an iPhone, one of the big challenges that you'll have is they don't have as many options for recording. Like you can record generally, but as far as recording an active call, I think the iPhone operating system actually blocks that from being a possibility.
Does it really?
It does, because it requires deeper root access, and that's one of the reasons that iPhones are safer devices, because the admin level access that you need to do changes like that aren't available to as many app developers, which means less viruses and problems.
Okay, so what I do when it's on my phone, I have to actually do the call on speakerphone in order to record simultaneously. If I use my Polycom, which is what we're on right now, I do it with Camtasia, a screen recorder, okay? I love this. Do you not have a dedicated office phone, like with a cord? Nope, I sure do. I do have a dedicated office line, and I have it...
There's 4 hard lines that come in,
yeah,
and both of us also have cells.
Right. So what I do with my landline is I have my main number come in, and then there's no, obviously, call waiting or anything like that, but it hunts to a backup line. So if I'm on my phone and another call comes in, it shows up in caller ID and tells me who it is so that I can prioritize whether or not I want to take that call. Okay. In California, does it really mean both parties must know you're recording, or it can never be used in a courtroom? Can it still be recorded without notification if it's for your own internal training?
I believe it's still illegal, but I am not a lawyer, and I am especially not a lawyer in California. But I think it's illegal as more of a privacy thing, and it's not about using it in court. It's about whether or not this is okay to do, whether or not you are violating somebody.
Now, you would have to be in a situation, I'm not at all suggesting that you break the law. Don't break the law, Charles, okay? But you would have to be in a situation where somebody was absolutely in your data for some reason to see that you recorded the call, right? So it's kind of weird. That's kind of a weird thing. I don't usually tell people when I'm recording, but I don't have to in Illinois.